Great. Hello, everyone. My name is Chirag Kotak, or you can call me CK. And just taking the segue from what Mitch just gave you a glimpse of, this is a rising trend which really Southeast Asia is where it's leading the charge. Social commerce or conversational commerce is the new trend where it's enabling brands and businesses to build that relationship with the customer and convert them on the channels where they are. So let me just walk you through how we've seen this happen and why is this trend coming up. We all know the consumer behavior is shifting, especially with Southeast Asia, where a lot of the population is mobile first, where social media has been the internet for them as they come online and get e-commerce ready, where they're accessing or reaching out to businesses on mobile with all the Instagram and Facebook visuals, videos, stories, and more often messaging brands and businesses to understand and know more about the products and services. Recent reports have said 87% of the global smartphone population message each other, be it friends and family, or given the opportunity, they are more than willing to message a brand to know more about that, more about the products, more about the services. And often this is all about knowing more in terms of even if there's information available, today's generation prefers having this information on demand when they want it on the channel where they prefer. So what we see social commerce and conversational commerce really do is meet this requirement of the rise of business messaging. Meet these users who are spending more and more time on these channels. And I'm sure even in this group, everyone would have more than one messaging channel sitting on their phones, which they use interchangeably to talk to friends and family, and now growing with businesses. And when given such an opportunity, users are willing to message the businesses the same way they do with friends and family. And they feel it a lot more personal than calling or waiting on a line. It's all about elevating that customer experience on these channels. Now, it's not easy. It does require some infrastructure, some planning, but once it's tapped properly with the right tools, right infrastructure, this can be a key channel. And I think if we've all seen from Mitch's slides in the previous session, social commerce and conversational commerce is going to be one of the most growing sectors in the next few years from an e-commerce landscape. So what do we see in terms of some numbers? What are users messaging the businesses for? What are they asking for? Asia Pacific as a whole, overall 60% of the population have messaged businesses just last holiday season. What are they asking them for? A lot of this used to be about customer service, where these channels were looked at avenues to get support related queries answered, asking more, where is my order? But over time, as businesses open up these channels, they are being used to actually know more about the products, know more of the pricing, or how can they even purchase, or where can they purchase? I must admit, I have bought a variety of goods from cakes to hampers to clothes through Instagram, for example. And when you take that experience and elevate it with automated replies, with giving them the information when they need, and having the ability to convert or complete the transaction there, you do see beautiful numbers from a conversion perspective. So this is a key channel, and this is where Southeast Asia has really taken the charge, with markets really taking a high proportion of the online commerce business through the social and messaging platforms. So what do you see from a merchant perspective or the brand perspective? Why is this channel very appealing? Right? When we've seen reports by PayPal, which have surveyed a number of businesses, there are a high number of businesses who are already on these platforms. And why? Just looking at some numbers, right? It's really easy to reach out to the wider group of customers. It's already true that these platforms are used to drive traffic to either those marketplaces or the brand.coms today, they are often the discovery platforms and then take the traffic to these platforms. Why not keep the users there and bring that whole shop to the shoppers on these platforms? It's also easy to set this up through social media, especially when you're starting to talk to customers, knowing more about them, building that relationship makes it easier while we're getting everything else ready. And of course, social media messaging with this easy shareability, the platforms make it easy to say, hey, my friend liked this or commented on this, helps leveraging the network that people have on these channels. We see various levels of maturity, various levels of ease in different markets, but overall the trend is high and it's promising. And that's where businesses have to be available to really engage with customers and convert them. And when it's done right, it can often make news. We've worked with the likes of L'Oreal, and this is just an example where we've been able to drive tremendous results for them using the combination of the social commerce and then also marrying it together with live streaming. As we said, Southeast Asia is its own market, creating new trends. Live streaming has really led to growth for some of the brands. This is just an example of how L'Oreal was able to achieve 1 month of sales in 24 hours. Of course, it was not done just immediately. There was a build-up to this, but they established that social is the platform where they can purchase, and then using the right activation modes and live streaming, connecting that experience and completing the completing the transaction right on these channels was something that helped them achieve some of these high numbers. So what I leave you with is really, these channels are often left with marketing and activation. It's all about talking to customers. But I think we need to ask ourselves that, are we talking with your customers and not just to them?